Hey amigos, namaste. This is Mahi. Welcome to Indiaglitz, and today we have a wonderful guest who is here. Before that, little bit nervous ga undi endukante the beautiness nenu handle cheyadam face cheyadam koncham kastame kabatti. Anyways, Seerat Kapoor is here. Let's talk with her. Hi.
Hi,
How
thank
are
you
you
so much for the lovely introduction. And you don't have to be nervous. Just be yourself, you're lovely.
బ్యాక్ సైడే బాగున్నారు అనుకుంటే ఇప్పుడు కూడా ఇంకా క్యూట్ ఉన్నారు.
Thank you so much.
వాట్స్ గోయింగ్ ఆన్, వాట్స్ హ్యాపెనింగ్?
A lot of pre-anxiety, nervousness, happiness because finally the product is out. And the great thing is that you know, we've done so many things spontaneously, like especially with the song which has just recently dropped, Swapna Sundari. I'll just run into it a little bit. A few things, of course, like, you know, your signature moves we had rehearsed before, but there was a lot of creative that we had done on spot. Like my intro of me coming down onto the stage in itself was planned on the day of the shoot, right? So the fear was, you know, we've done that in such less executional time. I hope that it looks great on camera, and more importantly, I hope the audiences enjoys it. But I'm really happy that people are taking to, you know, the look and feel and enjoying the track as well. And in general, I'm just really curious now to see how they respond to our movie.
And by the way, your father was doctor, right?
So my father was a hotelier.
Yeah,
he
hotelier.
also got into acting. Yeah, and my mum is a retired air hostess with Air India. Yes.
Okay, and basically you are a choreographer.
So it's something that the industry knows, but I wasn't, and I trained in it very intensely. I trained as a professional choreographer, a dance instructor with Ashley Lobo at the Dance Works, Mumbai. I also, in the process, kind of assisted this movie, Rockstar,
Rockstar,
by Imtiaz Ali. I'm sure everyone knows. But at that point, my decision wasn't to become a choreographer. It was just something that I did for myself to train. I believe, you know, when you have a skill, it makes a lot of difference when, you know, you study more about it. So that was the reason why dance even happened. It grew, yes, but having said that, acting was my calling. It was never like I wanted to be a dancer and then, you know, I moved into acting. That didn't happen.
Have you entered into first Telugu film Ranrajaran?
It was, I think, God sent, first project because, like everybody knows, I stay in Bombay. And Telugu, you know, in Ranrajaran, they were looking for a fresh face. But this was a team that I hadn't met ever. So it just conspired in a way where, you know, they would reach out, I came in, I flew in, I did an audition, and it worked out.
Okay, Seerat, I think you got many compliments from many one, right?
Yes.
Okay, I'll ask you one thing. Apart from doing movies and taking my breath away, what do you do every day?
I try and focus a lot on what I can possibly do. And it's like an overworked mind which is always trying to create a new opportunity, whether or not, you know, it immediately manifests. It's something that I think I first think through, and so I think I'm in general a very creative person. Movies is just an extension of who I am. So I'm always busy doing something creative. I think that's what I keep myself occupied with.
Okay, shall we play one game, truth or dare?
Yes,
okay,
we can.
So what was tough for you, being truth or dare?
Dare.
Okay.
Why do I feel like you were leaning on to that only?
Choose truth or dare. One card.
Truth.
Okay.
Okay.
Spell out.
List one positive and one negative thing about everyone in the room.
No. We'll change one more. No, that's rule card.
What's the most embarrassing thing you ever did on a date? I don't think I have actually stepped out on a date. Maybe that could be embarrassing to begin with. I don't think these things can be formalized to begin with. So I'm someone who, if I am interested in somebody, I would organically let the conversations grow. And in the process, if we feel like stepping out, then it makes sense to me. But it's not like, hey, I'm interested, let's go on a date. That's not my...
Inni films chesaru kada, and Bama Kalapam ఎంత ప్రీషియస్ మీకు లైక్ కమింగ్ టు బామా కలపం పార్ట్ 2?
I think first was definitely the fact that season 1 had done so well. So I immediately knew that it was a credible team that I was associating with. The second thing that followed was the character, you know, because season 1 didn't have Zubeda on board. But what really pulled me towards the story and the script was the fact that she is an aspiring actress at the end of the day, but there's more that is shown about, you know, the layers that follow. As an actress, you're sometimes only boxed in seeing or to be seen like that.
I've been following your Instagram from long back. One of the picture with Allu Arjun garu.
Yeah. Yes.
How do you know?
Everyone has seen that
apart
photo.
Apart from that movies, how do you know about him?
So it's a small industry at the end of the day, right?
Yeah, of
and what I've realized is, you know, fortunately for me, touch wood, my movies have done well, right? And we end up meeting at events, and so I think there again, similarly, that's what happened. But again, you don't always stay in touch, or you don't always, you know, follow up with everyone you meet, you know, at one time. There are few people who you connect with, whether it's, you know, their approach or their kind of thinking, or just for the fact how humble and grounded they are despite their stardom. And Allu Arjun was one of them. So we met actually at a film event, and then I think it's just been a journey where we've always stayed connected. And by that I don't mean like everyday chatting. He's a busy man, of course we all know that. And I have my own life to lead. But there's a beauty in meeting someone and nothing changes, and you're still kind of, you know, taking off from where you meet at present. So that's something that I really cherish about.
I mean, Seerat comes under introvert or extrovert or ambivert. What kind
You should
of
answer
person?
that actually.
No. I don't know. It's just a 5 to 10 minutes, right?
I might come across as someone who is an introverted person at first sight, but I don't think that's the case with me. I think I'm a little selective about who I show my extroverted sides to.
Okay.
So if my friends were around, they'd just be laughing right now in the background, saying, "You an introverted, ha ha ha." But yeah, I think it's important to connect with people. You know, socializing is not like the ultimate thing for me. But if I end up having a great conversation with someone and we bond over things, then the goofy comes out, the fun comes out. It all just organically follows.
Do you observe Telugu films regularly or what?
Yes, of course, yeah.
Recently, which film went to a trance?
Papa. Nani's and Mrinal's movie,
Hi Nana.
Hi Nana.
In Telugu,
Hi Nana in Telugu. It's something that I just stumbled upon, and I saw the trailer and I found that very endearing, because in today's time where everything's made also very commercial, this felt like a very sweet story with characters which were very real about, you know, their feelings. So there was no shosha in that sense. So I started watching the movie and I just fell in love with the entire the way it was written, the way, you know, the characters were so true to themselves, and at the same time there was no violence, it wasn't vulgar, it was just such a innocent.
Do you like that kind of genre films?
I love it.
Very
I always
slow
feel like
pace
that's
and
ideally if you can say something to somebody, no matter how pinching it is, or no matter what the situation, if you can politely address it, then for me it brings a huge smile on my face.
I want to give you one compliment for you.
Sure.
You looks like a princess.
Thank you.
Your attire and all.
Yeah.
Is there any prince in your life?
Oh, we will know. I think when the time's right. Right now the focus is my work. My fans need me, I need them. And I think there's so much this year.
End of the day, everyone wants one shoulder, right?
They do. And I've been very blessed. I don't have one. I have a family to rely on. I have really old friends right from my school. And yeah, so.
Okay, coming to one question, I'll ask you two things, okay?
Yeah.
Throw me your opinion. What about men? In your perception, what about men?
I think a man is a man when he has solid character. I don't necessarily see status and money and all the materialistic things which follow, whether it's the car he drives or the house he stays in. If he can emotionally stir you as a woman, and that
How do you
just
choose
simply-
he was emotionally?
You can tell.
Uh-huh.
This much you can tell. I mean, it's simple things, you know, how chivalrous or how, caring and sensitive he is. Then I think for me that's a true man.
And one more question, while working for this film, I mean, Bama Kalapandu, how do you manage your working style and all? Because you came from the different background, and I think you have somehow the language. And how do you manage that and all?
So on set, it's always been right from Run Raja Run to now. I've always had a translation of my dialogues in the language that I'm more comfortable.
Okay.
And it's not necessarily because of the language barrier. Let's say you know 3 languages, but one of them you will be more, relatable to. So for whether it's English or Hindi, whatever that was, I'd have my dialogues translated for myself, only to understand my expression deeper and to bring out, the best that I could. So that has followed in all the movies that the 9 releases that you know of. Every movie had that. I would say all my lines in Telugu on set. It gives me a lot of happiness to say I've actually dubbed a Telugu movie now, which you will also see soon this year. So these are the little things that I inculcate in my work process so that I can learn at the same time and take back a lot. Yeah.
If anyone says hair is your luck, what do you call for that?
Could be. It could be one of the lucks, yeah. Not everyone.
Because when I imagine Seerat Kapoor, first of all, the uniqueness of the hair will come imagine, right?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah. I think definitely. I've heard that too. And hair has been a unique point in my case. There are not too many who have curly hair, and even curly hair has many kinds of textures, right? Some are big, some are tight. So I'm a bit on the afro side, so it gives a different.
Okay, let me know
vibe
some problems with the hair. What kind of problems girls will face with the hair?
So with curly hair girls, I think what I've realized is most of them are uninformed about how to style it, because of which they end up straightening it. Right, and then they feel like, oh, but then the minute they see curly hair walk in front of them, they're like, oh, they're mesmerized at the same time. So I think the problem is too much information and the lack of knowledge of how to use that information in a way which it suits your individual self.
Good thing. Curly girls. This answers for you.
Yeah.
Okay, one more card, please.
Okay.
You're always choosing truth only, huh?
I am. Because I'm afraid you're going to make me do funny things if I choose dare. Have you ever regretted something you did to get a crush or your partner's attention? Very, very cool question. Have I done this? No. Have I wanted to do this? Yes. But I've held back because in self-realization you realize, the minute you crave for someone else's attention to that length and level, there itself there is a problem. It's important not to starve yourself for someone else's attention. If you do your best, you be the best that you can be. But if it's still not coming or aligning,
people will not understand, right?
Then they're probably not your kind of people. That's the lesson you take away.
But we can't leave.
You must try to make that decision for yourself, because eventually it puts you in like a to and fro space. And I've always believed you can't force something. You can try. There are many ways to getting things done, but if it's meant to be, then it kind of just, there's a beauty in that, and you're not feeling like you have to try so hard just for that simple thing. So if the person cares, there will be the right amount of attention without you having to sell your soul for it.
Next question will be the one question is there.
I'm sure. I feel like you're adding questions as I'm talking with my conversation and answer.
If you has to choose self-love or love for someone, what you will choose?
Self-love or love for someone? It's tricky that you're asking me this, because I'm someone who really enjoys compassion and being there for people. And that for me, in retrospect, feels like self-love as well, but there is always a boundary even at that point. you know, at that point you want to realize that the person or the people that you're going, you know, and putting in so many efforts for, is it also reciprocating the same way? So first, I do believe though in the sequence, if you don't love yourself, there is no chance you can possibly love another. So self-love first comes, and the second should ideally be,
The first one, you
The first
choose
one,
first one.
yeah.
Nice. Self-love is great number.
Self-love is key, guys.
Okay, who is the good friends? I mean, not regularly, good friends in Telugu.
So many of them. There's Allu Arjun, there's Rana, there's Sandeep Kishan, there's Sidhu Joralagadda, Lakshmi Manchu, Rakul, Pragya.
Either 2 a.m. friends, 3 a.m. friends, too easy to
No,
call?
at 2 a.m. and 3 a.m. we have just slept.
Of course, all.
Oh,
I
they're
mean,
all
I'm
actors
asking
and
about
we've all
the
had
bond.
like a long day. Of course, they all are. They all are. I mean, everyone that I've mentioned, they aren't social friends. I won't add them to the list otherwise. They're all people who I can call in any time, whether it's professional advice or personal advice, and I know they will be there and give me an answer which won't be dictative. At the same time, they'll help me explore that, but they'll put the right thoughts in my head for me to figure what I should do next.
Final word about Premani.
So much to say about her, you know, everyone knows her as this spectacular, versatile actress, but working with her was such a warm experience. She's someone who's so welcoming, she's friendly, she will chat with you before and after her shot, you know, and at the same time there's that equal amount of dedication and focus just before, you know, her take. So it felt like, I mean, it just felt like the script and you know, the team in itself was so together that it felt like the script was the hero and we were all just mediums and characters playing to get Abhimanyu what you know he wanted. Yeah.
Thank you so much for this nice, kind gesture.
How sweet. Thank you so much.
So that's it, guys. This is Ajamahi signing off.
Hi, this is Avika Gaur. Please subscribe to Indiaglitz.
Please subscribe Indiaglitz Telugu.
Hi, this is Raj Tarun. Please subscribe to Indiaglitz.
Hello guys, Jashwan Jesse here. Please subscribe our channel, our favorite channel, Indiaglitz. Like, share, subscribe and press the bell icon.